Welcome back, everybody. Right now, we're taking a look at our 6 poker players tonight. 5 men and 1 woman. Hey, everybody, I'm Leanne Tweeden. Right now, we're going to take a closer look at the 6 players tonight. In seat number 1, we have Brian Durda from Florida. This retired business owner has been playing poker for 3 years, and he tells me his favorite movie is Animal House. Next to Brian in seat 2, from right here in Las Vegas, is Ted Melican. This graduate from the University of Central Florida is a professional poker player who really dreams about being a musician. Moving over to seat 3, we have PJ Langhoff of Wisconsin. Now we have to congratulate PJ and his fiancée as they just welcomed 2 beautiful babies into the world just a few days ago. To seat number 4, our lone woman at the table tonight, Anna Ferker, who comes to us from Pennsylvania. Now get this, she just gave birth 2 weeks ago to her 2nd child, so congratulations to Anna as well. Moving to seat 5, we have Gagan Verk from California. He loves to play cricket and hopes to one day play poker professionally. And last but not least, in seat 6 from Texas, we have Darren Roden, who loves football, golf, and pretty much anything to do with sports. Now, John, I'm going to be here all night long doing the exit interviews and, of course, the check presentation tonight for $25,000. It's going to be exciting, guys.
John, you hang around Vegas enough to have heard the expression, baby needs a new pair of shoes.
Exactly.
We got 3 of them at this table.
Yeah, and this is probably a welcome break to get away from diaper duty to come out and play some cards. We're back to the 6-player action here at the Poker Dome as players prepare to try to stack up those chips. That was an easy one. Roden walks with his 7-6 suited. Not exactly a monster, but good enough to take that one down.
Early on, picking up the blinds is pretty much irrelevant. You want to try to win big pots. Later on, as those blinds get higher, stealing the blinds will be imperative if you want to be the Poker Dome Challenge.
And so far, we've yet to see one of those big monster pots because these players still a little tentative, but we haven't seen any real action from people that heads up with something that might spike that action.
I fold.
Only because I think time for some action here.
Sounds like Anna's talking it up a little bit. Get these guys going. We'll see if she does it. So we have 3-way action if Durda decides to call, but he doesn't.
We've got the battle of the new parents.
That's right.
Langhoff versus Ferker.
We both know that they have a lot of patience. We'll see if it pays off. A 2, a 7, and a 6 on the flop. So Ferker behind on this one. Langhoff betting it out with his pair of 7s.
And you may have noticed, John, he bet more than the pot. After the flop, it's no limit. You can bet any or all of your chips.
And that was enough to get Anna off the hand. So PJ Langhoff takes down that pot right now. PJ, the DJ, a handsome, strapping young man. And PJ's fiancée, Lisa, gave birth to twins, Peyton and McKenna, just last week.
Twins ended up coming early. They were supposed to actually be born right before I was going to fly out here, and they ended up being born a week early. And this is Peyton and McKenna after they were born. This is my son Jordan on the way home from the hospital. He's going to be 3 in November. If I walked away with the 25 grand, it would be a very good Christmas at my house.
Yeah, you love seeing that. I mean, he's a big, hulking guy out there, so we'll see if his dominance plays in, but you can tell he has that TLC, that tender touch when he's talking about his kids.
Good thing the cards don't know your height and weight. Because that man right there would be our world champion.
Exactly.
I call.
So the action rolls on, and it looks like we're going to get a few players in on this one to play this one. The pot rising as we go.
Oh, you, honey.
Roden again.
And I think Roden may have picked up that this table's a little tight, and he's taking advantage of it.
Exactly. So that's the second time he's bet out, and everybody just folded. So I think a few other people may pick up on that. They're thinking, wow. And as you talked about, Michael, that's when the action starts to get better.
And we could have a confrontation here. Roden with pocket kings, Ferker with pocket jacks, and Langhoff with pocket 6s.
So as Durda makes his decision, we'll see what the other players do that have some strong hands to start here.
Call.
6s want to call.
I'm going to call you, too, because I'm not afraid.
Anna behind Designer shades, getting the smack talking a little bit here. The flop comes 2, king and 10, and that is huge for Roden. The set.
Check.
You know, and unfortunately for Roden with a set of kings, everybody has under pairs. Furker looks at that king she can't like.
And now the 6 comes out. We've got
goodness.
2 people.
This
with
is a
sets.
cooler here. I don't know how Langhoff doesn't go broke here, John.
Yeah, we're going to see an explosion here.
Raise.
2 monsters going toe-to-toe. This is, you know, King Kong versus Godzilla.
He would.
Roden feeling good about the 3 Cowboys.
What a terrible spot for Langhoff. And he uses his time extension.
Yeah.
Come on.
John, my take on this is that Langhoff isn't really thinking about should I call. I think he's selling an act here. I think he believes he has the best
Raise.
hand, and he's trying to figure out how he can look weak. And by taking extra time, that might do the trick. We know Roden's not going anywhere.
Yeah, don't worry about me. Worry about him.
I know. I guess I'll fold that.
So Anna wisely lays it down.
I call.
You know Roden's coming back hard.
9
He
more.
calls.
Smooth call.
Both these guys, their heart is beating, and you can't blame them. They both have a set, very rare hand, and I think one of them's going to go broke, and if it's not a 6 on the river, it's going to be Langhoff.
There's the 7. So see if somebody might be afraid of that flush.
10,000.
6 bet 10.
You know PJ just Jones to get his chips into that pot.
There's no way he's going to fold here, but I think you're right, John. That club saved him the rest of his chips.
Yes. So he smooth called it.
What's that?
Wow. And PJ, he's thinking, how did that one get away? That was a big hand, so that was the big one we've had. We were thinking about that when they went up. So Roden walks away the big winner. The action continues hot and heavy here at the Poker Dome in Las Vegas.